It's a brand new season, baby. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's a brand new season, been a long wait. Saw some players up, put them on my highlight tape. College series here, gotta hear my name on draft day. AR in the pocket, automatic, that's a closed case. Excitement building up, I ain't been asleep in 3 days. Gotta make a statement to the scouts on the first play. Only way to win, you gotta dominate in each phase. Offense, defense, and can't forget the special teams. I ain't work for nothing, went through summer camp with 2 a days. Gotta win the natty, only satisfied with first place. I hear them haters hating on my team, but I ain't hearing them. If they line up on the other side, then we ain't fearing them. One false move, hit stick, defense killing them. Knew them boys were sweet, up inside, banana peeling them. We up next, time to show we the best around. RFL, college series, rep your team and rep your town. You're looking at the future of the league, yeah, it's here and now. Step on the field, boy, you best believe it's going down. Cause yeah, you know we scoring. Touchdown, 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 touchdown.
What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, and we are back to finish off Super Game Day weekend as we have a matchup between number 21 Clemson and the number 1 two-time national championship winning team hosting the Clemson Tigers, Ohio State. Ohio State able to walk out of their opening season game 1-0 with a dominant performance 37-3 over TCU. As for Clemson, they weren't so lucky. They fell short by 4 points, 20-16 to Texas A&M. Now looking to try to come back and see if they can get things right this time around and possibly upset Ohio State. Ohio State has been, of course, the top team in the college series for the last 2 years, but as we saw earlier today, anyone can get upset. We saw a few prominent teams drop a game today, and that was Tennessee, who lost earlier to TCU, same team Ohio State beat, and then also blanking on the other one, but a couple upsetting. Oh yeah, USC, man, USC dropping to Stanford, who was ranked 30th in the country out of the 32 teams we have. Just a very tough day for them. But let's see if Ohio State can avoid that. Of course, you guys know, you see me changing up everything here because I have to stay on one side. They don't have a custom book, but for whatever reason, Ohio State also is a team that, for whatever reason, the book they selected, it's not switching to. It's not switching to. Excuse me, look at me making up words. For them to be able to play in. So, got to change that up. But without further ado, it's time to get out on that field. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this one, Ohio State or Clemson. Ended up having CBS on here. I was supposed to have NBC, but all right, we'll roll with it. And the game is now officially underway as Ohio State booms it to the 1-yard line. Clemson will take it out to about the 26. That'll be the end of the return there, and we will get our first look at DJ Uiagalelei. Of course, he's not at Clemson anymore in real life. Transferred over to Oklahoma State, but for that, he was already made on the college mod, so still going to be repping the Tigers for this season in the RFL College Series. Of course, just got to back out of this, and we're right back to business. Only 16 points to show for last week. Looking to try to bounce back. And I said they lost to Texas A&M. They lost to Texas, actually. 20-16. Should make for a good game. On paper, Clemson has been a talented team for years, but just for whatever reason, the last two to 3 years just have not shown it. They are a 91 overall base team. Higher base team than Ohio State coming into this season. They'll start out with a read option and a big hit stick coming off the edge by Brock Frederick. Brock Frederick in his sophomore year for the Buckeyes. Nice read option, able to fake out Seth Brewer, but reinforcement coming right behind as Frederick lights Uiagalelei smooth up on that play. He's a big hitter, a guy you do not want to run into often. You might want to protect yourself and slide when given the opportunity. Here goes a nice screen play, getting some key blocks in the speed up the sidelines. Will give Clemson a first down. And that's going to be Tremaine Banks, 22 yards. Again, this is a guy who's getting toned off as well. He's a generic prospect. Trying to get those right for week 3. Most of them will get done by week 3. Week 4, I think that's when everything's going to be polished. But great screen blocking there by the offensive lineman. Trapped a few guys up, had them fall down. And Clemson looking like they're on the move, almost throwing an interception to Brock Frederick, who had one last week in the same fashion too. Ball was off target, was thrown his direction. Was able to pick that off against TCU and couldn't come up with it that time on a missed throw by Uiagalelei. DJ's going to fire over the middle. It's a good pass, but could not hold on. Incompletion will bring up a 3rd and 10. Ohio State defense looking to get the Tigers off the field here. Uiagalelei had quite the game still, despite the loss. Over 360 yards passing, only 1 touchdown though. And he will throw beyond the 6 here to a wide open man for Clemson first down. That'll be Collins hauling it in for a 21-yard reception. Collins, 7 receptions, 116 receiving yards in that Texas game. These guys really did pile on quite a bit of yards in that matchup. The run game wasn't as successful with Tremaine Banks. It will give Banks a handoff here, but going to be met by Brock Frederick, who is just everywhere right now. 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Talked about how the run game wasn't as productive for Clemson last week. Only 10 carries, 31 yards. Did catch the ball 12 times out of the backfield. And Uiagalelei will have a completion out to the 35-yard line. It's now 3rd and 5. And after that big pass down the field a few plays ago, Clemson already in scoring range with 5 yards needed to keep the drive alive. Uiagalelei shot down the field. Good defense by Xavier Springs. And that is going to bring up a 4th down. And Spriggs, second-year player, sophomore, breaking that pass up. He was very impactful for Ohio State last season. There he is, still getting the job done. First points of the game. Clemson looking for it. Should be an easy chip shot, and it's good. 3-0 Tigers. Let's get a shout out to this. Oh, pressed the bell on accident, my bad. Shout out to the RFL community. Over 60 live viewers strong here. As always, help out the channel with the likes. Turn us up. Clemson on the board first, but only a field goal. Ohio State looking to try to get it into gear. And it was Ohio State who struggled last week in the first half. Hopefully this week will be cleaner. This return will be taken from about the 2-yard line out near the 30. And that's Igbuka on the return as we will get our first look tonight at Ohio State starting quarterback Dylan Lewis. Dylan Lewis had quite the debut as a true freshman here for Ohio State, going 27 of 41, maybe not the, of course, most exciting completion percentage, but over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. That's what you want to see. A lot of guys talk about this kid, his comparisons, along with Josh Allen of the NFL, with the Bills. That's a big comparison right there for this kid. Let's see if he can live up to that. As Lewis will complete his first pass out to Bryson. Bryson will have 5 yards. Seen a couple guys asking about sleeves too at times. If your guy does not have sleeves on, that is because for whatever reason it's a temperature thing, and I can't adjust that in the college series. There's a spin move to a wide open Kentaro Sheffield. He just sat there in the open space of the zone defense on the stick route. So completion out there. Dylan Lewis feeling it. 3 for 3 right now. Getting that ball quickly out of his hands as he'll connect with Sheffield once again. 16 yards for Sheffield. He had hauled in 5 receptions last week, 87 yards. Also was able to find the end zone. 3 different receivers. Lewis was able to pass it out to for a touchdown last week. But Euro Winbush getting his first carry of the game, and he gets absolutely lit up by Simpson there. Clemson not playing around on that play. Lewis, nice read. Can he get the first down? He will. What a juke move. Euro Winbush leaving a man in a pot. Sauced him up. Look at this. Put him in that marinara. Oh my goodness. We know just how shifty and elusive and explosive Euro Winbush could be. When talking about him as why he decided to stay for his 3rd year in the RFL College Series, he said simply he didn't feel like he was the top back in last year's class. So he just wanted to change that narrative, come back this year and establish himself as the best running back coming into the RFL College Series. So far off to a great start. That's a good 4-yard completion we saw there. We're 2nd and 6, but yeah, started out the season nice as he had well over 100 yards rushing, 166 to be exact. Lewis getting outside the pocket here. He's going to have a first down for the Buckeyes. 10 yards on the scramble. This is exactly why guys, kind of refer him to Allen. It kind of looks similar. Gear is almost the same, if I'm not mistaken. And just a big body quarterback who's nimble, able to get up out the pocket and make some plays. You saw it right there. Kept his eyes down the field though. Run inside with Winbush. 2nd carry much better as he picks up 3. And again in the pile is Simpson, who lit him up earlier. The top receiving weapons to look out for here based off of last week for Ohio State. The slot wide receiver Steve McCaskill with a throw underneath. And a powerful finish by the tight end Flores. Arturo Flores, his first catch of the game. Had 6 last week. Good gain of 11. And Steve McCaskill, he could have had 3 touchdowns in that game last week. At 117 yards still and 10 receptions. Did get in the end zone for 1. And Bryson, the big body wide receiver, is going to muscle his way in the end zone for a Ohio State touchdown. And Kingston Bryson getting his first touchdown of the season. Only had 1 catch for 15 yards last week. And look at the big guy. Boom, boom, lowering the shoulder. and crossing the line just enough for the touchdown. This is a really big guy standing at 6'6". Extra point for the 4-point lead is up. It's good. And Ohio State leads 7-3. 10 plays, 72 yards. Great drive. And this is why this team is the #1 team, man. They look absolutely phenomenal on that offensive drive there. Defense may have given up some points, but of course spinning and not breaking. And we're looking to try to keep the pressure on Clemson. And they will elect to take this one out of the end zone. A little bit of a hesitation. And finds himself nearly all the way up to the 30-yard line. Tremaine Banks also returning kicks. The Buckeyes defense back out onto the field. This defense forced 4 turnovers against TCU last week. 3 of them fumbles, 1 for an interception. And Banks going to be stuffed. Nowhere to go there. Great tackle. And so just pick up a yard. That'll be King Jr. TJ King Jr. 6 tackles from that linebacker position last week. And a throw into the flats. Big hit stick by Frederick again. He is jawing down there. Talking heavy to Tremaine Banks. Lighting guys up. Already looking like 2 consecutive years where this guy is just a moving, ticking time bomb. It's going to blow somebody up with a hit. And he throws an interception. And the return by Lawton will be up to the 32-yard line. And that is going to be the generic quarterback, just in the right place at the right time with the right reaction. And this is just a poorly thrown ball here by Uangagale. Jaquan Lawton has got Ohio State looking righteous right now. Jumbo set to the left. They'll run that direction, and here goes the speed and power of Euro Winbush. His best run of the night so far. Scoops up 6 yards. 2nd down. And it was an extremely slow start for Ohio State in that TCU game. Only 6 points in the first half. Just barely leading over TCU 3-6. Here goes Lewis on the move. Throws to the end zone. Good defense. Trying to toss one up to Sheffield. No, sir. And like I said, you're seeing him create plays, extending with his legs. Lewis over the middle, had all kinds of options, goes right back to Sheffield, but Sheffield getting absolutely blasted by Boss. And Boss, look at him lining them up. Boom! Sent them flying, but still a great reception and a great showing of toughness there by Sheffield, holding on to that ball after such a big hit. Lewis scrambling out the pocket, going to use his legs. He's got the speed. He fumbles the football off. Another hit stick by Clemson, and he's going to take it down the sidelines. Clemson, he is still running up to the 30, and that will be a huge turnover for the Tigers. Wow, everything looking good for Dylan Lewis there. No turnovers last week, but his first turnover this season and of his collegiate career. As DJ Uangagale comes right back out onto the field. Clemson's defense not playing any games. You've seen multiple hit sticks by this defense already. And so the Tigers running. What a cutback by Banks. Banks will fall just a yard short of the first down. 2nd and inches. Excellent cutback and read off the blocks. It's going to make this 2nd down much easier. They will run and scoop up the first down. Banks to about the 45. So this Clemson team, very talented with what they have on the team. Just got to be able to put it together. Rush to the outside. Gets a good block, and Seth Brewer from the right side able to catch up, make the tackle. And that would be a TFL for the Ohio State Buckeye. Brother of a legend in College Series 1, Drew Brewer. Great pursuit there. Another guy to look out for. I mean, Shackelford, nice job, but there's a lot of emphasis on these defensive ends in Shackelford and Brewer, but the guy who really shined the most last week, nice completion here over the middle, was the defensive tackle Wyatt Harris. And Wyatt Harris, when you ask him about it, says, hey, all the hype surrounds those two, he doesn't feel overlooked. Instead, he said, I see it as an opportunity to showcase my abilities to prove myself. Their presence presents motives to me. So he's excited to have them on the team. He really feels that he's going to, if he can show out with these guys on the team, that's really just going to boost his stock. And obviously, just for me mentioning him out, I mean, he's already got it, man. If he is showing himself out above those two, this guy's making plays. Yeah, they've got an all-pro kind of line here. Throw over the middle, be enough for a first down. And Clemson trying to put something together here. Ferragamo on the tackle. See, we already got those twos in the chat. Ohio State with the lead so far, but Clemson making things interesting right now. And there goes Wyatt Harris, stuffing that run. Still a solid 3-yard rush inside. Quarterback play has been of question for Clemson the last few years. And of course, that surrounds their last quarterback who transferred out to USC. Here's a throw over the middle. Beautiful pass and catch. Corbin Coase on the wrap-up. But Collins still able to haul it in and move the chains here. Angagale standing firm in the pocket, getting some good blocking. And Collins, big 13-yard grab. Inside the 30. And another good cutback here by Banks, who just powers his way forward for a gain of 6. Clemson right now putting on a great show offensively and trying to make sure that that defensive turnover wasn't going to go all for naught. Already in scoring range. They could get another field goal, but 6 obviously is on their mind, and Banks having some really good cutbacks. Generic running back here, and Clemson's been known to produce some pretty solid running backs in the RFL College Series. We saw it with Noah Walker, and of course, we saw it with Clemson. The Crusaders running back right now is absolutely killing the game. There's pressure over the middle, catch. Oh man, another first down. Bo Collins will set up a 1st and goal. I'm saying his name every now. I was repeating his name multiple times. Oh, here goes re-option. I'm gonna say it right now because it's a touchdown by DJ Uangagale. And Clemson will take the lead. Yeah, I was repeating this guy's name about 40, 50 to 100 times for 10 minutes, watching highlight clips just so I can get it right. DJ Uangagale. Just so you don't know. Watch him out for Oklahoma State, though, this year. And Clemson takes full advantage of the turnover, and the extra point is up 10-7. Should I just call him 5? I don't know. I feel very excited to say a guy's name correctly that's that long, you know. I feel like I accomplished things in life, you know. A 3-point ball game here at Ohio Stadium. Still well over 9 minutes left to go in the second. Still got 2 more quarters to go. So, I mean, it's a lot of football. But, again, if you didn't see the games from earlier, upsets are just bound to happen in the college football series of the RFL. They'll take this one out from the end zone. And to the 29, they will start. It was a great-looking drive for Ohio State. I mean, these guys were just marching down the field, and had Lewis been able to hold on to that football after taking that hit stick, they'd have been right there at the one, ready to go up by 2 scores. But now seeing themselves down by 3 points, facing adversity here, this is where you really start to see how great teams are. Number 1 team in the country, how will they respond? And it looks like it's going to be a great response on first down as Wimbush gets the dive up the middle. Say Coast ain't long enough for you, Smith? Hey, I mean, short names is cool too. But it just don't give you that sense of, wow, I really got that guy's name right, like Uangagala. Here's a shot down the field. And it's intercepted. What a play! Burrell going up top and snatching the ball away from Scott Jr. You see this? One-on-one, the bigger guy, he never turns around and looks for this ball. It's a little bit high for him, I guess, but not enough for the defensive back. That is 2 turnovers for Dylan Lewis. Definitely saw the reason why you would, think to take that shot. Got a bigger guy out there hoping he would make the play. Just didn't happen. Draw play. And man, this kid Banks is running hard. 39 yards, 9 carries. Picks up 9 yards on that play. Already more yards than he had a week ago on the ground. They will not utilize him here. Looking to pass. Uangale is going to get sacked. And that is Wheatley, as they will push him back for a 3rd and 15. Great job here by Wheatley as he just shuts it down, gets off his block. Javier Wheatley's also a generic player. So he is draftable in the RFL this December. Haven't seen much of Ferragamo, and I think that's simply because they're staying away from the guy. Here's a throw over the middle, and Frederick separating the man from the ball. Collins made some big catches earlier within this game. Wasn't going to make that one. He's just been planting dudes. They'll punt this one straight down the middle of the field, and he's got some good blocks out there. Sheds the first. Ibuka to the 45-yard line he goes. And an opportunity for Ohio State once again to get right back where they left off. 2 consecutive turnovers for the Buckeyes, both coming from Dylan Lewis. I said, understood the opportunity he tried to take advantage of off the jump ball. Didn't work out for him. Unfortunate turnover and then the fumble. And Winbush fighting forward to midfield. It's a 5-yard rush. Play calling really hasn't been bad. They've had a pretty solid balance. Of course, it's always good to give Winbush those carries just to see what he can make out of it and keep this defense honest. They'll give him another carry here. Great blocking. Winbush. First down, Ohio State. 6 carries, 32 yards, and this crowd excited for some Euro. It's a great seal block, too. Just saw the big right tackle driving defensive end straight back inside. Away from Winbush on that one. 1st and 10. And this is going to be an incompletion. Looked like some miscommunication there on the route. Looked like he was supposed to run an out route. Came back too far as he tried to target the sidelines. Under center in the ace. Lewis, a little bit of pressure, checked it down to Winbush. Will be wrapped up immediately by Boss. All Boss keeping him 3 yards shy of the first down here. They'll line up in the trips look to the left as Lewis guns it inside to his tight end Flores. And that's what you expect your big body tight end to do. Arturo Flores, very effective in the first half of last week's game. Of course, got a little bit quieter towards the end, but man, you just want to use your bigger body target for those big contested catches like that for the needed yards. You can see him shielding and also about to get some extra yards afterwards as they run the football inside with Euro Winbush. Ohio State once again on the move. Can they capitalize and take back the lead? Empty set. Quick throw. And good defense. Quickly there on a wrap-up. Football thrown slightly behind. So as he had to adjust, pretty much threw him right back into the defense. Ohio State looking at a 3rd and 7. And he is going to be sacked on the play. It's another fumble as well. Boy, they are getting lucky. 4th down. And I think he might have been down before this came out, but I don't see a challenge potentially happening here. No, he's not even down, so that is a fumble. 2 fumbles by Lewis. Great recovery by the offensive line. And the field goal attempt to tie it up at 10 is good. Lincoln Culp, community submitted kicker. Just knocking down the kicks last week, went 3 for 3. 1 for 1 tonight. Many guys expected, many guys were calling it coming into this game. We got ourselves a good game. Clemson tied up here with the #1 team in the country, looking to try to be another team this week to pull off an upset. And how big would that be to get it done here at the shoe in Ohio Stadium? We'll take this one from the 5 and to the 23. Marks the end of that return by Banks. Once again, if you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the Relocation Football League today, and become part of the RFL community. What's going on? Andre John says, I'm enjoying watching a college football video game. Ohio State, let's go. Hey, appreciate that, man. And shout out to all the guys who are new. Hey, if you are new in the chat, first time watching the college series, or just brand new in general to the RFL, Feel free to comment in the chat right now. Say what's up to the guys, man. Become part of the RFL community and get immersed. Shout out to those guys. Wuongagale in the pocket, getting rushed by Fuller, and he gets sacked on the play. Now that is a Drew Brewer-esque play by Seth Brewer right there. Just completely overpowers this lineman and bodies him on his back into Wuongagale for the sack. Wow. What's going on, Richie Dubs? Clemson is ranked 21 in the college series. There's a check down to Banks. Oh, what a spin. A solid game. Ohio State has Clemson in a 3rd and 9 situation. Play action. Wuongagale's got a man wide open, so the sack all for naught, and the offense is going to keep them in this game. Of course, this game nowhere near over, but I want to keep this drive alive, might as well say. Able to beat Corbin Coase on the route there. Nada calling in a big catch at 80 yards on 8 catches last week. Play action again. Wuongagale. He's got some good time in the pocket. Throws, and great defense by Xavier Spriggs. Now that's strapping up right there. Put a seatbelt on him. It's always impressive when your defense, just doesn't get back there long enough, fast enough, and the quarterback's got all this time and they still can't complete a pass. It's hard to cover for that long, and here goes a sack. Ohio State has got him in a 3rd and 16, and there goes Wyatt Harris. Defensive star of the game from last week. Sack number 2 on the season. Audible being called here by Wuongagale. 3rd down and 16. Wasting a little bit of time here. Band playing a little bit. Not feeling too confident, I guess, on picking up this 1st down. Just want to kill some clock for Ohio State if they get the ball. Wuongagale shot down the field. He had him. Incomplete. That was the 1st down and then some for Clemson. And man, that looked like the real Wuongagale from these last 2 seasons. Best of luck to the guy at Oklahoma State, though. Here goes the punt. And about the 17, 18-yard line. Ohio State's going to come out onto the field, looking to regain the lead. This has been a great game. 1st half almost in the books. Just 1 minute and 2 seconds left to go. Yeah, I keep saying Oklahoma State. It's Oregon State. I'm tripping. Appreciate the correction there, Pecan. Of course, that guy would know. He's a college genius. Oh, it's an interception. Picked off, and it's going to be a pick 6. Clemson going to take the lead. Multiple turnovers here tonight for Dylan Lewis. Wow. That was a great play on the football. Absolutely incredible play on the football. Snatches it and takes it to the house. And that is Simpson, who was laying down the hit sticks earlier. And oh man, Ohio State. It ain't going to be easy tonight. The extra point for the 7-point lead, the biggest lead Clemson has had tonight, and it is good. 17-10, 4 turnovers in this 1st half for Lewis. He's really going to have to gain control and buckle down in this 2nd half of football. 56 seconds left in all 3 timeouts, so he could try to get something going down the field here. taken offense. We'll start out at the 25. And here's a look at how things have been going for Lewis so far. Couple of interceptions and a first fumble right there. And he's coughed up the ball twice in that department and twice with interceptions. So much different performance opposed to last week where he had no turnovers and 3 touchdowns. But still in this game, all that matters is leading your team to victory. You've still got an entire half and 56 seconds to try to get that done. Lewis will throw on the move. It's incomplete. McCaskill unable to hold on. We saw this issue with Steve McCaskill last week against TCU. He could have had 3 touchdowns last week and dropped 2 of them. So the hands haven't shown to be consistent for that guy. Lewis in the flats, a lead block here by Flores, but still able to make the tackle. 4-yard gain will bring up a 3rd and 6. This is a big down for Ohio State. This might just be upset week, guys. Timeout's going to be called by the Buckeyes. First timeout of the night. Now I would have to say you're going to call a timeout. Probably looking to be aggressive and take some shots down the field. Hasn't worked out too kindly for Ohio State. The straw play trying to catch the defense off with that. That's not going to work. They'll burn a 2nd timeout. Actually, that's Clemson burning a timeout. 4th down. So I definitely don't agree with the call. And we'll get to about 28. Well, actually, looks like they were just forfeiting the down. I still don't understand why they would call a timeout. If they were going to call that draw, probably thought it was going to work out and catch this defense napping. Not the case. 25 seconds, 2 timeouts here for Clemson, though, with good field position. Could be dangerous for Ohio State. Let's see if Clemson's going to be aggressive. Just going with a check down to Banks. No timeout called. So they're about to just take this into the half. I figured both sides probably would have been aggressive on those last 2 opportunities. Did have an aggressive call, though. Looks like they ran 4 verticals and nothing there. Just checked it down. And we're about to go into the half, so get your 3s ready, guys. Oh, going to snap it off. One more play. Trying to catch him off guard for real. Incomplete, though. And that will end the first half of play. 17-10. Clemson looking for the upset right now, leading over Ohio State. Wow. Let's get those 3s in the chat. RFL community. We are looking at another potential upset this week. Dylan Lewis, 4 turnovers in that first half. Second half, we'll have to see if he can turn things around. Just a 7-point ball game. First time they've trailed going into half this season. Only been 2 games, of course. But the second half is where Ohio State really showed how great of a team they are and why they are the #1 team in the country last week. Can they do that this week against Clemson, who right now they're showing, hey, this is how we should have been looking the last 2 seasons, the RFL College Series. Not sure why we were mediocre. And they're going to come out here on defense first. Great opportunity for Dylan Lewis to set the tone, make a statement, and tie this ball game up on this drive. But let's see where he starts out after this return. Spin move by Ibuka to get him to the 25. And here we go. Lewis marching on out to the field. Shout out to the RFL community, over 100 live viewers. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Relocation Football League today. Become part of the RFL community. And hey, when the applications reopen January 1st, you can apply for next year's college series that will actually be on the new EA college football game. So you don't want to miss that. First pass going to be completed, and that's how you make a statement. Dylan Lewis out to his running back, Euro Wimbish. Nice play. He had all kinds of separation on that route. And you can't not utilize this guy as a receiving weapon, right? He's so explosive, so fast. Of course, he's going to be shifty. He's a running back out there. Oh, here goes a sack on the play. Murphy coming in almost immediately off that edge. Came in so fast. It was just a 1-yard loss on the play. Missed block here by Euro Winbush. Somebody else missed him as well. I'm not even sure where he came from. Yeah, Euro Winbush. Running back was supposed to pick him up. Had a guy double teamed, and Winbush just saw a big guy running off the edge and say, I'm supposed to block this guy? No, sir. Let him come right by. And then they're going to throw him a screen here. Big hit stick, man. They are hitting. That's Simpson again. You might want to stay away from 22 right now because he should be catching a charge after this game. He's murdered a few people. Empty set again. Got a guy underneath. He's going to complete it. It's a Sheffield for an Ohio State first down. And that's how you do things. Keep that momentum rolling. You make the play and put those previous plays behind you. When you get in that third down situation, your team's trailing, you got a lot of time still. And so I like the way that Lewis has responded so far within this game. Can he finish this drive and knock this thing up? Motion out the backfield. Winbush, another receiving option. And almost throws his third interception of the game there. He has just been off tonight. And this is Ohio State's first home game of the season. So maybe, I don't know, he's too excited being out here in front of the home crowd. I don't know. Lewis will step up. Beautiful pass and catch. First down, Buckeyes. And he might need to do a little bit more of that. I like the way he's been placing the passes off his scrambles. Let's get a look at this. Steps up in the pocket, throws, boom. A little low, but good adjustment by Winbush. That's kind of where you have to place the ball to running backs, you know, right on the numbers in the gut where they don't have to extend too much like wide receivers. Lewis again on the move to Winbush. That's just his go-to guy right now. Gain of 7. Also forgot to mention at halftime, you guys didn't know about it, but apparently they're having a celebration for the alumni that got drafted into the RFL this season. Pecan just letting me know about. Chandler back. Caleb Houston, Monty White, all those guys. And a beautiful pass and catch here. First down, Buckeyes. And that's going to be Kingston Bryson, his third reception of the game. He's also got the lone touchdown for Ohio State. It's the slant. Sheffield still going to hold on. This is a great looking drive by Ohio State. Looking for the tie. 11 yards away from Pater. Dylan Lewis checking it down. Flores muscling his way forward. First and goal, Buckeyes. Looking good. And I think at this point, probably should keep it on the ground and run the ball a little bit down here with Euro Winbush. At least on the first play. We'll see where they decide to go. Only one receiver out here, so most likely looking to run. But they are going to pass. Got a man. And he's a yard short from the end zone here. So now you can go either way on this second and goal. You can catch him with the run, maybe pass. I think you should give an opportunity to Winbush. Let's see what they elect to do. They'll line up in the bunch. Looking to pass again. Lewis gets outside the pocket. No one there. Takes a big hit, but he's in for the touchdown this time. Buckeyes, an extra point away from the tie. And Clemson making these guys work for it, man. I don't know what kind of bounty these guys have on Ohio State right now, but these kill shots is Call of Duty level right now. Bang! Great touchdown, though. Didn't force anything, used his legs. And now we are tied up at 17, guys. This has been a great game. 12 plays, 76 yards on that drive. Talk about high-level production. Great response by Ohio State. And that first offensive possession of the second half ate up almost half the clock. They'll take this one from the 3. And near the 25-yard line as Banks returns the kick. Clemson now back to square one. Everything even, 0-0 at this point. Wangagale in the shotgun. Hand off to Banks. And that is Wyatt, who will have the tackle with a powerful finish on the run there by Banks. He's got a 4.2 yard per carry average right now. Read option, Wangagale, he runs right into the pressure and still manages to find a few yards. Picks up 4, 3rd and 3. That's one thing that isn't too productive on this game. Sometimes those read options, he doesn't attack smoothly on the outside with all the space. They cut back in, but hey, got something. Another read option, hands it off. He had a lane there, but look who is there to shut it down. Brock Frederick. He's having a phenomenal game tonight. And you saw that cutback lane clear as day. For Banks, he was just about to utilize it, but before he can try to plant that foot into the ground to make that cut, Brock was there. Ready to bomb this one off. Big Buka. Got some blocks. Ooh, nasty spin move. Gets to the 35. And Ohio State with the grand opportunity to take the lead here tonight. Last time they had the lead, 7-3 was the score. It's been such a great game. Lewis going with some inside play action, scrambling around a little bit. Goes back and checks it down to Euro Winbush. Didn't like what he saw downfield. Only gets a yard there. He was all over the place there with that one. Lewis. Oh, good defense over the top from behind on the pass breakup. I mean, that's what you got to do when you face up against those tall wide receivers well over 6 foot. And Kingston Bryson had a monkey on his back for real on that play. The monkey won. Dylan Lewis got a man. First down. Arturo Flores. And that was wide open. Nice delivery. Zone defense. Looks like they were playing some kind of cover 2. Hard corner in the flat. Safety over the top. Had to, of course, cover the deep route. And that left that out route wide open. Dropping back in coverage again. Oh, he's bombing it. He's got a man. Oh, good defense. Thought for a second that he was going to be able to catch that. Had to step on him, but the ball was too late getting there. And you can tell he kind of saw it late because to get up to try to throw it there is like, oh, snap, he saw it. And then just tried to take the shot, and it just ended up being underthrown. Lewis getting outside the pocket. Throws. Money. First down. Steve McCaskill hanging on to that one. Another kill shot by Clemson. But Ohio State will still make this play. Look at this throw on a move. Effortless. I thought that was to Arturo Flores. He doesn't even see the ball getting thrown behind him. And that was such a big grab made there by McCaskill. Clemson's out here hitting though, man. These guys got to be careful. Shot to the end zone. Touchdown. Buckeyes. Huge receiving touchdown by Kentaro Sheffield had the secondary cooked. And Ohio State will take the lead. 14 unanswered points here. He looked like he just smoked his man off the line of scrimmage. What a play. Another strong-looking second half. It looks like it's going to be for Ohio State. They came back with a vengeance in last week's game, scoring 31 unanswered points against TCU. Crowd is loud. 24-17 is the score. Hit that like button. Turn us up tonight. The RFL College Series is live and in full effect. We got a good one here at Ohio Stadium as Clemson's going to take the knee. Offense will get started at the 25-yard line. DJ Uangagale looking to try to tie this game up. Also looking to learn more about the league, visit our website at relocationfootballleague.com to learn more about the RFL and general our pro teams and how you can join, of course, applications to join the college series for next year. Oh man, here's a flag. It's going back on my 5 yards. Obvious false start. If you're looking to get in on this, man, create a player. Can't for this year, but January 1st of 2024, that's the first day to apply. And I'll tell you what, first dudes, they get in, they get first dibs because the college series entry and things are going to be so much different this upcoming year because the new NCAA football game that's coming out by EA. You do not want to miss that. Run inside. And maybe a yard at best. 2nd and 14. And also, if you want to keep up with the latest around the league, we also got our other various social media platforms, as you saw there from the bottom right. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, we got it. Follow and become part of the RFL community today. Dangerous pass. Third down. Big down for Clemson. Crowd getting into it. Gun bunch to the right. He'll take a shot deep down the field. He's got a wide open man. Bo Collins going to tie this game up. Touchdown Tigers. 79 yards. That's actually not a... Wow, how was he left that wide open on this play? He's running straight down the seam. It looks like they're running some kind of cover 2. And someone must have had the other safety occupied because, man, he was just streaking straight down the middle. Straight down the middle of the field. And we got ourselves a tie ball game, 24-24. 3 plays, 80 yards for the Tigers. I think we got our RFL College Series Instant Classic under our hands. Wow. What a day it's been. Seen upsets. We don't know what we're going to get tonight. Clemson wins, that's an upset. Take this one from about the 1. In down at the 28, man. If there's any game to test if Ohio State truly is a #1 team, it's this one. The adversity these guys have to face to come out on top of this game against Clemson is what will show it all. And that's what showed in their last 2 championship teams over the last 2 seasons. Is that regardless of how much trouble it seemed that these guys were in, they found a way to pull out the win majority of the time. Here goes inside play action as Lewis throws over the middle of the field. That's his 3rd interception of the game. Davis, the 2nd, with the turnover, and Ohio State now could trail after this play. That's the right read, but great jump on the football. Too deep of a route. Fred Davis with a huge play for Clemson. Oh, man. That's 5 turnovers tonight for Lewis. And, you know, even though it was a late throw by Lewis, you also got to work back towards that football if you're the wide receiver. It's rule number 1, especially if you're looking at man-to-man coverage. Here's a throw. Wide open man. It's Nada coming fresh off a score to tie the game up, getting a 1st down. #1 team in the country being tested big time right now. I want a prediction in the chat, guys. Who do you think will be the last, like, what week do you think all teams will, where they won't be any more undefeated teams? How long do you think teams will last? Because this season looks very unpredictable. The run inside has been some great games, but it's just like, wow. Ultimate peak football. You don't know what's going to happen right now. I would say my peak football line, but that's an RFL exclusive. I saved that for the RFL season. Wangale gets it in there for a 1st down. Daniel Stevens says week 5. Got Wyatt. Monty Wyatt saying week 9 or 10. You got another week 5 by Rodney Goins. 7 says Nick. I'm going to say Nick. I think it's Batcher. Nick's Batcher or Nick Backer. Let me know if I'm saying that right. Oh, that was a duck. Throws that one straight into the ground. Angale. I don't know if he felt like that might have gotten picked off or something. Run inside. 3rd and 10. Thanks to Richie and Dylan in the chat. Oh, man. Yeah, all jokes, man. All jokes. Week 7, says Andre John. Over 110 almost. We had 120 live viewers right now, man. If you knew, hey, pop up in the chat. Oh, he gets the pass off. He's got some blocks here. It's a touchdown for Clemson. Unbelievable play. Tremaine Banks in for 6. How did he even get that pass off? This game has been crazy right now. Oh my goodness. That's the only replay they give us. Clemson takes the lead and the extra point puts them up by 7. 31-24. How about Clemson, guys? I don't know what happened week 1 against Texas. Texas looked pretty good, though, this week against Alabama. Not going to lie. But, hey, Clemson, they're playing ball. They're playing ball, boys. And right now, they are looking for the upset over the Buckeyes. They'll take this one from the 4. Breaks the tackle, and oh, another big shot by the Tigers. You talk about a team amped up to come in this game and knock some helmets off. Clemson has made that statement since the first drive of the game. Dylan Lewis Pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. That was dangerous anyway. Could have been his 4th interception. And that is it. The end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up in the chat. This is it. This has been a wild college series matchup to end off Super Game Day weekend of CS5. Let's get 4s in the chat. Let's get hashtag CS5 in the chat. This has been wild. Dylan Lewis throws on the move. It's going to be caught for 1st down. Steve McCaskill making some tough catches. All right now. It's a big time play. As they saw him drop one earlier, but he's been having some good hands in traffic right now. Lewis underneath. Flores immediately blasted. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. And what Ohio State needs to do right now is they just need to breathe, calm down. No need to rush anything. Don't need to force anything. Make the necessary plays. McCaskill's wide open. Nice over-the-shoulder catch. Was led too far there. Had he been able to put it on him, that could have been an easy 1st down for Ohio State. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 6. Quick throw. Hits the slant. 1st down, Buckeyes. Clutch catch by Sheffield. And that was just a predetermined decision there. He knew exactly where he was going. He threw it right off a boss there, the linebacker. And that was money. Shotgun trips to the field side. Dylan Lewis throws. Good defense. Seatbelt. These guys going back to back, tit for tat, bar for bar like Soulja Boy out here. Looks like they might motion into a bunch. Yep, that's what they're going to do out this formation. Oh, here goes Lewis. Oh, what a throw! 1st down. Ohio State, Sheffield again. Able to get it done. Look at this. Steps up off the inside the pressure from the block of his tackle. Sees Sheffield all the way across the other side of the field on his body. And then showing you that Patrick Mahomes vision and throw and accuracy with a 1st down. Great play. Been a tough game for Lewis, but he's got big playability. Throw inside to Kingston Bryson. He's to the 25. 6-yard gain. I want to know in the chat right now, who do you guys got coming out on top of this? Put either upset or Ohio State. Or if you want to put Clemson just to be different, you can do that. Clemson or Ohio State, guys. There's a run inside. That's stuffed. Simpson's been everywhere. This guy has just been an absolute dog. Getting mixed love in the chat. See some guys saying upset. Clemson, Ohio State. What will it be? Oh, it's going to be an interception. That's what it will be on that play. 4 picks thrown by Dylan Lewis. And this looks like, I think one of the receivers ran into each other. Oh, no, he was just off on that. He was just off. Completely missed the marking on where Flores was. And that's, I guess, one of those spotting plays, but completely missed where he needed to go with that one. This is where it could get ugly for Ohio State. If Clemson scores a touchdown, we might be looking at an upset tonight, guys. Run inside. Banks. Stiff arm. There's a flag, though. I think this is coming back. Yes, holding. Sage Ennis, the tight end. We'll bring up a 1st and 18, so that'll be good for this defense to try to hurry up, get a stop, get them off the field, get this offense right back out onto the field. Defense might need to score here for Ohio State, get things going. Broken tackle, big hit stick there by Ferragamo. Jermaine Banks has been running hard. 2nd and 14. Running to the outside, what a block! Puts a juke on, but this is what makes Brock Frederick such a good linebacker. Open field, guy tried to dip him in the sauce, and he still makes the tackle. That's not easy to do. Third and 7. Pressure is coming, and down he's going to go for a sack. Javier Wheatley getting his 2nd sack of the game. Look at him splitting the double team. Big man coming straight up the gut, and DJ is sacked. Has a big-time defensive series. Clemson going to have to punt it. And another chance for Ohio State. Oh, gets a little saucy here. Gets to the 45. That's Igbuka. 7-point ball game still here, guys. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in this game. Time to get into dramatic mode. Outside corner's going to press. Shotgun here for Dylan Lewis. Lewis. Good time. Had a man wide open and missed it. Man, this kid's off right now. I think all the turnovers and all the pressure right up to this point has really gotten to him. And this is usually where you start to see quarterbacks fall apart. And this does happen in Madden. So hopefully this isn't anything that's going to hinder this team moving forward. Here's a sideline throw. Will not miss this one. Great rebound. Steve McCaskill on the out route will move the chains. Lewis. Open man, McCaskill breaking a tackle and moving the chains again. Now up to 6 minutes and 1 second left to go. And Dylan Lewis has passed for over 300 yards for his 2nd consecutive game. Of course, not his best performance, but all he cares about at this point is leading his team to victory. Lewis stepping up, throws a dot. 1st down, Buckeyes. Kentaro Sheffield with a big grab. 9 receptions, 100 yards. That pass was a little risky, but hey, he put it right there on the money in the gut. Lewis. Oh, he throws his 5th interception of the game. And it's going to be Clemson football at the 47-yard line. Wow. As great as that drive was looking, and he just sails it too far out in front of Otero Flores. He was there. 5 interceptions by Lewis tonight. And that ties him with Vlad this year for the most. Somehow this could still be a game if Ohio State's defense handles business. Oh, what a spin. Banks is running. He'll get to the 45, 68 yards. 7-yard rush there. As I said, this kid's been running hard, and this is where he can be very dangerous for Ohio State right now. Inside run. Banks will have a first down, and Ohio State really at this point cannot even afford to have these guys kick a field goal. He might even be in field goal range right now. Here's a stretch out to the right, getting some good blocks. There's a flag, though. This may be another holding on Clemson.
What's the deal,
And that's going to be on Bryn Tucker. So that gives them a little bit of breathing room. The defense needs to hold still, hold tough right now. Back at the 45-yard line, a 1st and 17. Great blocking, great running, and he's going to get the first down. That is a killer for Ohio State. Man, this could have been a huge play that could have been prevented here. Seth Brewer unable to get off his block off the edge there. It's a great one-on-one block. They just sealed guys. Like I said, this is actually a 91 overall base team that Clemson has. So this is probably like the highest overall rated team up there in the college series. They haven't shown it for the past couple of years in season 3 and season 4, but right now you could see it in the blocking. You could just see it in the overall play. This is a tough team to beat. I don't know what happened last week either. They lost to Texas 16-20, but they've come ready to play, the #1 team in the country here tonight. Everyone's balling. Here's a backup. Matt Staley getting a carry for 7 yards. And we will have a new #1 team moving into next week if Ohio State does not come out on top. Pressure's coming, throws, hits the slant, and that will be a 1st and goal. Timeouts getting burned here by Ohio State. I don't know why they're burning them. They should save them. I know there's no 2-minute warning, but still, that's an incompletion, so that'll save them a timeout. And it's really at this point now, they give up any points. If they don't get a turnover or they give up any points, they got to recover an onside kick and score quickly, which is very unlikely, as we've seen in many games in the RFL College Series. Man, this has just been upset week, man. Upset Sunday. Here's a throw, got the completion, stays in bounds, and they burn another timeout. Still looking to pass. Clemson, incomplete, had a man, but just had the pressure in his face. So Ohio State will have 1 timeout remaining. And this field goal will more than likely put this game away. Clemson on the brink of an upset. 2 minutes and 15 seconds away for the 10-point lead. Potter has got it. 34-24 Clemson. Wow. USC taking a fall today. Tennessee taking a fall today. And more than likely right now, based off the timeouts, the time situation, #1 team in the country may be the next. They'll take this one from the end zone. And to the 22 they go. They need to take a shot down the field immediately. And somebody's just got to come up and make a play. That's bottom line what it has come down to for Ohio State. Down by 10 points. How about Clemson, guys? I know they looked pretty bad. They didn't really even look bad against Texas last week. I don't know how they only put up 16 points. Don't know how they end up losing 16-20, but hey, that's what happened. Oh, another fumble! Clemson's going to have the football. That's game. Wow. Burrell with the recovery. Sheffield getting lit up. And Clemson's defense has been killing the Buckeyes all night long. How many turnovers is that? 2 forced fumbles, 5 interceptions, and I think that counts as an extra, so that's 3 forced fumbles and 5 interceptions. Unbelievable. They're still out here gunning. They should run. They are going to run. Ohio State just going to burn the timeout. Just saying whatevs at this point. Inside run. Man, this offensive line, though. I mean, they've always had a great running back. I could say that. They've always blocked very well for their running backs over the past couple of years in college series. So that nothing really has changed here, but line getting it done in the most crucial moment of the game. Number 1 team in the country going to fall here. And they'll just come out in the victory formation wisely. Not going to risk any potential of a turnover of some sort. Just going to kill the clock and pull off the upset of the week. Now they're going to run a regular play, though. They'll understand this. Better run it. Okay, they will. Inside and just one more play. They might make it 37-24 to end this game. If they do, that's grimy. It might get real disrespectful here real fast. We'll see. Yeah, they're not going to take that approach. They're going to walk out with some sportsmanship. And there goes the knee. Wow, guys. We really just witnessed this. Clock hits 0, and that is the ball game. Clemson upsets the number 1 team in the country of the RFL College Series, and they beat them by 10. 34-24, the final score. Hey, I enjoyed calling this game. If you haven't already, man, hit that like button. This was quite the game, man. Quite the game, ending very tragic for Ohio State fans. But appreciate you guys kicking it here with me. Hit that like button to show support for the league. And also, turn on the notification bell to be notified every time we go live for a game such as this. You don't want to miss no games, man. We got so many more great games coming up. But that being said, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I will see you guys tomorrow for one more game this week. Week 2 about to come to a close, so I guess I'll show you guys what that game will be. Don't have the graphic made just yet, but the final game of the week should be a great one. Notre Dame versus Michigan. 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. If you don't know where to look right now on this graphic, at the bottom right, that's the game I'm talking about. So both of those teams look great in week 1, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have a game just as exciting as we saw here tonight, tomorrow at 8 p.m. That's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.